Hello and welcome to the guys from the MRC in the third season of the GT3 World Series. As you can see, we are at Kyoto Driving Park. We are at track Yamagawa for today's race, and we got a selection of GT3 cars that we could pick for the season. So as I go through the grid, I'll tell you each car that people have picked. After 10 minutes of qualifying, Golden Brownie put it on pole in his Mercedes AMG 16, Bazza in second in his Jag F-Type. In third we have Berserker Boy in the Toyota FT1. In fourth we have Molson in another Mercedes AMG 16. In fifth place we have Ice in the Dodge Viper. In sixth place we've got T50 Gary in the Corvette C7. In seventh place we have Blackie in the Toyota Supra GT500. In eighth place we have Fast Jims in another Corvette C7. In ninth place we have Benji in another Corvette. In 10th place we have Vroom Vroom in the Peugeot RCZ. In 11th we've got Captain Pugwash in another Peugeot RCZ. In 12th place we have Surfer in the Toyota Supra GT500. In 13th we've got Gus in the Dodge Viper, and in 14th we have Pud in the Honda NSX. So right, let's get these guys jump to the front. Underway. We're here for a 20-minute race, sprint race, times 1 tyres, times 2 on the fuel. Shouldn't need to pit, and damage is on weak. So let's get these guys underway for the first round and race of the season, and away they go. Golden Brownie there off, and Bazza looks like he's got a flying start up to turn 1, so looks like Bazza is up into first place. Where is he gone? There he is, in first through turn 1. Molson's got the jump on Berserker there through the first corner, as they kind of all get in line through the S's. No real dramas by the looks of it. Gus getting a little bit wide there, Surfer into the wall, coming up to the second long left. I think it's 135R this corner is called. But everyone all keeping it nice and tidy for the first half of the race. Bazza's got his wipers on, extra aero wash. Molson's got it wrong. What's happened with Molson? Where's he gone? What happened with Molson? Did he touch the curbs coming through to the chicane at the bottom of the circuit? It looked like he did. A bit too much on the curb on the left hand side there, and that's going to drop him all the way to the back of the pack. Oh, Benji as well. What's happened with Benji? Benji done exactly the same as Molson. So carbon copy just a little bit earlier on. There's his crash. So Bazza still leading the race here. Golden Brownie right up his tail. They've brought a little bit of a gap there between them two, and third place Ice with Berserker right behind him. So Berserker's dropped down a place obviously to Ice from the start of the race. Fast Jims looks like he's in about the same place. So everyone's around the same as where they started. They've jumped up a couple of places or so from Molson and Benji crashing. Benji's back into the wall again, but as we've gone across the line for the end of lap 1, Bazza leads, Golden Brownie second, Ice in third. Looks like Ice is trying to catch up to the back of the leading two. where they're fighting a bit, but got a little bit tail happy coming out of turn 1. So it's going to leave Berserker Boy a bit of a run up the S's to 135R. Will Berserker go up the inside? Looks like he is. Will Berserker be able to keep that, gain that position? Looks like he will. So a nice move there from Berserker. Get that drive up the hill and get past Ice into that long left and down to the chicane. Looks like there's going to be a change for the lead. There is. Let's have a jump back and look at how that was done. Looks like Golden Brownie got a better drive coming out of that long left down the hill towards the chicane. Not really much Bazza can do to defend that one. So a change for the lead. Golden Brownie into first there. Bazza second. Berserker now back up to third place where he qualified. Ice in fourth. Fast Jim's in fifth. Gary sixth. Blackie 7th, Gus 8th, Vroom Vroom 9th, Surfer 10th, Pugwash 11th, Hud 12th, Molson in 13th, obviously after that incident just over a lap ago, and Benji clearly not either liking this track or just had a really bad start, but going back to the front of the pack to finish lap 2. Golden Brownie comes across the line. He's pulled a little bit of a gap over Bazza since he got past, but I think the aero wash in some of these cars is not a little bit too extreme, but they do struggle through certain corners, especially coming up through the S's here. It is a real struggle. So Berserker's got a little bit of a gap over Ice there, with Jim's not too far behind. So we've got nobody's in the Corvette. So it's two American cars there, the old Dodge and the Corvette. See which one will come out on top between them two. Gary there in the second Corvette, with Blackie not far behind him in the GT500, which, you know, that's a quick car in a straight line. Cuts the corner there. Will Blackie pick up a penalty? He was mighty fine. He did. So that's going to drop him back from Gary. So is he going to try and make a move into that left-hander? No, he won't. He'll stick behind Gary. Gus there in 8th place. Got a bit of a gap between him and Blackie in front, but he'll probably catch up to the back of Blackie once he serves the penalty on the start-finish straight. Vroom Vroom there, 9th. Might take advantage as well from Blackie. We'll see how much Blackie drops back when he serves his penalty, so we'll stick with these guys for the second and see how far Blackie drops back. He's just coming up to the line now. So Gus, will Gus go for the move up the inside? Looks like he does. So Blackie's going to try and hang it round the outside. Doesn't want to lose that position. Great racing there from them two, giving enough room. So Blackie does just keep ahead of Gus, so he didn't lose any positions, just lost time to Gary in front, but you know he is under attack from Gus. Coming through the S's into 135R. Goes a little bit deep. Gus was going to be able to keep it under the inside. Oh, just cuts his nose off. So these two are having a good old ding-dong battle here for 7th and 8th place. Surfer there goes for the move up the inside of Vroom Vroom into the chicane. Gets it nicely pointed out of there, and now Surfer's going to be looking at the back end of Gus. Is he going to go for the move? Oh, awfully brave for Surfer to go for the move straight away after getting past Vroom Vroom for 9th place. Pugwash there, just a little bit back from the pack. Molson there, he's got up to 12, so Puds might have had an incident. It looked like he had an incident on lap 3 of 141. Where Molson, done a 134, so clearly had an incident, did Pud on lap 3. Benji there, still going, picked up half a second penalty, but still going round. Golden Brownie there, he's pulled out a bit of a lead over Bazza. What's that, about 2 seconds or so he's pulled out over the last couple of laps since he got past, so will Bazza be able to respond? He does go purple in the first sector. It looks like Berserker Boy, yeah, he's caught up 3 tenths on the last lap to Bazza, so it looks like he's bringing Ice and the rest of the gang with him. Up to Gary in 6th, but Blackie's been able to pull away from Gus since serving that penalty. So Gus might be struggling, might be where he's defending from Surfer. Oh, and Surfer goes up the inside. There was a bit of a love tap, but nothing to worry about there. But now Surfer is under threat from Vroom Vroom in the RCZ. But Surfer will have the apex. No, he won't. Vroom Vroom's been able to make it round the outside of Surfer through the hairpin. So a nice little move there. Back up to 9th place for Vroom Vroom. And Captain Pugwash just watching behind, seeing if any action's going to come his way for him to get into a fight. These guys are all slowly spread out a little bit, but looks like Baz has been able to catch up to Golden Brownie. Golden Brownie's 34.3. Yeah, so Baz has been able to catch up a second to Golden Brownie, so obviously a little mistake for the guy in first. So Baz is going to be really honing in on trying to see what he can do to get past Golden Brownie for that first place and the first win of the season. Berserker there, still in 3rd, so since he got past Ice, he's not really been able to check out from Ice. Ice is still there, only about 7 or 8 tenths behind. Fast Jim's about a bit closer, and Gary again the same distance. So these 4 all running about, I'd say about 2.5 seconds from 3rd to 6th place. And Blackie just a little bit of a gap behind Gary there in 6th. Vroom Vroom's, he's been able to get past Gus for that 8th place. The Surfer goes diving up the inside of Gus on the hairpin, and looks like he's been able to make it stick, and Gus looks like he's lost a place to Pugwash as well. So one move from Surfer. Surfer's gone wide coming through this last chicane. Is that going to give Pugwash a drive up the inside? Looks like he will. Surfer will have the outside line. We know that GT, bit of a love tap. Will Pugwash drop back? I don't know. Doesn't look like he will, but we'll see what the stewards say when they get the results come back from any incidents from the race. So Surfer got himself up to 9th, dropped himself back down to 11th. Gus has gone wide. What's happened with Gus? Let's jump on board with Gus. He does dive up the inside of Pugwash, but does back out a little bit. Does he get on the power too early and get onto the grass? He does. He just spins it out. Luckily doesn't take Surfer out. And who's just going to go past? Moulton just drives past there. So Moulton's got up to 11th place. And Pud looks like he's just going to come past as well. So Gus has lost a couple of places there. Back down to 13th, and Benji there. It looks like he's got his car up to speed. He's doing 34s, 36s, so yeah. This was here the first couple of bad laps on fairly cold tyres. Golden Brownie there, still out in the lead, about a second still ahead of Bazza, so Bazza's not been able to catch up, but look at the lap times from them two, 33s and 34s. They are slightly pulling away from Berserker there in 3rd. We've still got Ice, Jim's, Gary, it looks like Blackie's not been able to catch up. He's picked up a 1 second penalty somewhere. It's probably it's either one of the 2 chicanes. That's the one place, or the 2 places that you will pick up penalties on this track. But seeing he's not served it this time, I would say pick that up on the last chicane. So he does set his personal best lap on that lap, but it won't count because he picked up that penalty. So Vroom Vroom in 8th, Surfer's back up to 9th. He's got past Pugwash. Did he do that on that corner round the outside? Let's have a look. But yeah, you can probably see the drive from that Supra, how much quicker it is than the RCZ. There we go, no slipstream required, and he drives right round the outside of the Peugeot and sticks it round there. It's a lovely move there from Surfer. As if you've seen the videos before, you'll know Surfer's been in the Infinity season. He's a clean driver and a fair driver at that. Moulton there, it looks like he's been catching up these guys, I think, where they've been fighting. So yeah, consistent lap times literally from that lap 1. He's been on the 34s every lap, so pretty good pace there from Moulton. Gus now down to 12th. He's got past Pud, so Pud, yeah, looks like Pud had an incident on the last lap as well, and Benji there in 14th. Still set some decent lap times, even though he is a distance off at the back. Golden Barrel there. Still got Bazza, looks like about a second or so behind. Berserk Boy in 3rd, Ice 4th. Ooh, Fast Jim's a bit 1 second penalty. So will that drop him back into the clutches of Gary? I think Gary will probably get past him, to be honest. So stay with Gary, but Blackie's going to drop off the back. He's caught up to the back of Gary, but he had to serve a 1 second penalty. So Gary goes around the outside of Jim's down the start-finish straight. Camera angle didn't show it too well going down there. So that's Gary up to 5th. And we'll see. He'll take that, that's for sure, because obviously an easy place like that around this circuit is it's not the easiest to overtake, and obviously especially when you're racing a car exactly the same as yours, it's really going to be a struggle to get past anyone. So Blackie, he's dropped off the back but not too far from Jim's and Gary. From those, open up a bit of a gap to Surfer, and Pugwash has dropped back from Surfer as well. So these guys are all slowly spreading out. Moulton there in 11th. It looks like, yeah, Pugwash has been in 35s, and Moulton's been in 34s. So yeah, Moulton's catching about half a second or more a lap to the guys in front. So he's got, what, 6 minutes to just see how far he can get through this pack in front of him. Gus there in 12th, Hard in 13th, Benji still in 14th. So it looks like it's the battle for the lead still is going on. Golden Dare just dropped into the 34s, and so did Rick. Literally identical lap times, 34.1s for the pair of them. So as you can see, the tyre wear is starting to probably take effect now. They only use racing softs for the sprint races, but as they're getting a bit tail happy coming through the top part of the S's, tyre wear is about the same for these two as well, so you can't really say that one's going to have an advantage over the other. Zerka there, he's got better tyre wear, but it's just not been able to keep up with the guys in front. It's a nice little JPS livery on that FT1 there from Berserker. Ice there, yeah, all suffering on that front left, but that is because there is two very high speed left-handers, so the right tight tyre will take all the pain of the weight of the car going around them. Gary there in 5th. What's he doing? 34s. Yeah, so he's not catching up to the guys in front because they're doing the same lap times. But obviously if you make a mistake, like obviously we see with Jim's and Blackie's picked up another half second. So is that going to give Vroom Vroom the chance to catch up? Vroom Vroom's really left Surfer and who is it, Pugwash behind. But let's see if Vroom Vroom can catch up to Blackie and make a move into turn 1. No, he can't. It's just that little bit too far behind. Blackie does go a little bit deep. Vroom Vroom just having a look up, trying to look round left and right on the exit of the turn 1, but can't get his way round. Great little battle there for 7th place. But Blackie still keeps it. He's served a few penalties against Blackie. He'd be a lot higher up if he hadn't served. I think he's probably had about 3 seconds of penalties that we've seen. But we are into the last 3.5 minutes of the race, so another 2, maybe 3 laps, depending on the time left when they come across. In about 20 seconds time, I think it'll be another 2 laps to go. Surfer there, he's dropped off the back, obviously struggling there, but Molson has caught up, as you can see in the background, to Pugwash. So Molson, after driving around for about 17 minutes on his own trying to catch up, he finally has, and now he's got a battle on his hands to try and get to 10th place. And from the end of this race, the top 8 get reversed for the feature. So if Molson has to do a bit of work to try and catch up to Vroom Vroom, who is in 8th at the moment, so Vroom Vroom will start on pole for the feature race. Let's have a jump back up to the battle at the front. Bazza looks like he's just dropped off the back there of Golden Brownie. Yeah, 1 second, or 9.9 of a second the last lap around, so Bazza might have just had a little bit of a mistake, and that's giving Golden Brownie there a bit of breathing room for the last couple of laps of this race. Berserker there, he's pulled away from Ice, so I don't know if Ice has had a instant miss lap round. Doesn't look like he has. Oh no, he has. He's got front left damage. So Ice has been off into the wall somewhere. That's why he's dropped off from the back of Berserker. So he's now got Gary fighting for 4th place with just a lap and a quarter to go. Fast Jim's there. Got a bit of a gap between him and Blackie, but Blackie's got Vroom Vroom all on his tailpipes, trying to get that 7th place off him. Surfer there, he's still got a little bit of a gap there between him and Pugwash, and Molson not been able to get past Pugwash. You're not going to do it when you're going out wide on the final chicane. Get into the final minute of the race. Pub there in 12th. He's got Gus not far behind him now, so this could be a battle on the last lap for 12th place. And Benji there, yeah, obviously just didn't get the tyres warmed up quick enough and probably trying to push too hard in the first couple of laps, but you can see in the lap times there he's been doing pretty consistently for the rest of the race. But Golden Brownie there, after the launch from the F-type on the start-finish line, has been able to gain back past Bazza, who's still got his wipers on, trying to deflect that air over the top of the car. Obviously it must be doing something. Been doing some decent lap times, and a pretty decent race for Bazza so far. Berserker there, he's not dropped off from these two. Don't know if these two have slowed up a little bit. 34's Golden Brown did do a 35 the last lap round as well, so that's why it looks like Bazza has caught up to him. Gary still got Ice behind him, but unless he picks up a penalty, I think Gary might have 4th place. But let's jump to the front of the pack. So after 20 minutes, it looks like Golden Brown is going to claim the first race of the season, with Bazza flashing his headlights in 2nd place. Berserker Boy finishes on the podium in 3rd place. Gary there holds off Ice for... Oh no, Gary get past Ice. Yes. No. No, Gary did get ahead of Ice. I completely missed that. Let's have a quick look and then we'll go back to Ice pulls out the way, lets Gary past. Not too sure what happened between that. We'll jump back to the finish. So yeah, Gary gets 4th place, Ice in 5th, Fast Jims finishes in 6th, Blackie 7th, Vroom Vroom 8th, who will start on pole from the reverse of the top 8. Surfer finishes 9th, Captain Pugwash 10th, Molson got back up to 11th place after the lap 1 incident. Gus there doing a bit of grass cutting and a bit of dancing through the last chicane. So we did get past Pud. It looks like Pud probably had a bit of an incident as well, because he's now down to 14th. Obviously I'll take this time here quickly. If you obviously enjoyed this comms, please leave a like, hit that subscribe button for the next time I post a video. So Gus comes across the line to finish in 12th, Benji will come across to finish in 13th, and Pud will finish in 14th. Thank you all so for watching, and I shall see you all on the next one. Bye bye.